human beings, we simplify things. We take activities that are really complex, like why did the Warriors win that game? And we try to find the cause. But there's no the cause. There are causes. And that distinction is very important. Let me explain. One critical thinking question is, but are there other causes? Now why is that an important question to ask? When we find a cause, we know what we want to change because causes lead to consequences. So if there's a consequence we don't like in the world, too many people being killed in automobiles or too many people's families being disrupted by alcoholism, that's a consequence. We don't like it, so we need to figure out the cause so that we can stomp on that cause. So why is it an important critical thinking question to say, but what are the alternative causes? Well, let me explain. Almost nothing has a single cause. Cause and effect are very interrelated, and many factors cause us to act a particular way, cause us to think a particular way, and when we think there's just one and we address that single cause, we really miss a lot of valuable information about how we go about solving problems that we have. Let's take, for example, the following. The United States does not like the idea that sovereign countries send balloons or any other thing over our airspace and spy on us. So we say, what should we do? And we say, bomb them to smithereens. As an Air Force general said when he was advocating an all-out attack on North Vietnam, he said, turn them into a parking lot. And that kind of simplicity where we say, okay, there's something in the sky, it's spying on us. What's its cause? Its cause is that damn thing up there in the air. Well, get rid of it. Then we don't have the problem anymore, right? Because we solved the cause. But let's get more real. Let's think a little bit harder about multiple causation. Let's take the following behavior pattern of human beings. Human beings often at a concert, particularly of certain genres of concerts, they stand and they wiggle a little bit, and the audience behind them has a choice. You either stand and wiggle, or you get to study the derriere of somebody for the rest of the concert, for which you paid an incredibly high price. So what's the cause of not being able to see the concert? Answer, somebody's standing up in front of you. Well, but another cause is that if you have a sharply tiered viewing area, and the seats are placed not right behind each other, but spaced in between after each row, people can stand and you can still see. So one cause of not being able to see is the architectural arrangement of the concert stage and the concert seating area. So we think about expressing causation by making generalizations. So we say things like, they got divorced because they just weren't mature enough to be married. And that single cause is called a strong generalization because we're saying all of the causation was in one phenomenon, namely they weren't mature enough. But in actuality, they had very different religions. They had very different expectations about child rearing. They had very different expectations about, well, how do we spend our money? Very different expectations about how do we get some money? So all of those causes may have led to their divorce. And if you address one of those causes to try to prevent the divorce, it's not going to have the effect that you thought it would have. Causes are tricky creatures. They're hard to find, but you need to look for them again and again and again, or you're just going to mess up when you try to solve a problem. It's true for nations, and it's true for you and me when we decide whether we want to eat celery or not.